So we're actually uploading in just slightly off time. Anyway, we decided to not go out now and just do it here. It's so cold, and then we can just do it in the driveway in the sun. Anyway, Stace, I know, because Summer probably doesn't know what this is, because that was my status yesterday. Because I didn't even realize it till I went on Facebook. And if I hadn't been on Facebook, I don't think I would have realized it, because I only would have been on YouTube and like Amazon or whatever, or I would have been watching Bar Rescue, so I wouldn't have seen it. But there it was, the Zapruder Film.
What is it?
The Zapruder Film.
What's that?
Stacy knows what it is. The Zapruder Film is something. No, we're fine. That was shot by the Zapruder family, and it's the only footage of Kennedy being assassinated. It's horrifying. And every year on the anniversary, they have to bring it out and force us to watch it. It's just called the Zapruder Film. And every year I say, if I never see the Zapruder Film again, it'll be too soon. So yeah, there it was on Facebook, the Zapruder Film. You know, I mean, it's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, Jackie O starts climbing out the back of the limo. I mean, she's in shock. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And these people that say, "Oh, I can't stand to be away from the dog." Jackie Onassis went on to do so much with her life, even after that happened. You know. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, that if I told Summer this was a movie, she would, you know. Which there is actually a movie called JFK with Kevin Costner by Oliver Stone, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, she was shot dead in the head right next to her in the limo, and it's all on the Zapruder Film, and every anniversary of it, they bring it out and shove it in our face, the Zapruder Film. I don't want to see the Zapruder Film anymore. Dear media, I don't want to see it anymore. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse because it's brutal. Well, of the pain. I mean, her pain, and she had blood all over her coat. And we then swore in Lyndon, good old boy Johnson, as our president. I mean, the whole thing is. It's stranger than fiction. It's stranger than fiction. I mean, Jackie Onassis went on to raise those kids. She was scared to death. She moved to Greece, if I recall, because she was scared to death that these kids were going to be assassinated. She married Aristotle Onassis, a Greek, because a billionaire, and moved to an island in Greece. I mean, if this was a movie, people would say this isn't even believable. If they could even find child actors good looking enough to play these children. And then, I don't know, Stacy would know. I'm sure Stacy knows. I think that they moved back to New York eventually. That was another life, and she moved back to New York, and she was the editor of a magazine, and you know, maybe that was after Aristotle. She either divorced him or he died. You know, whatever. I mean, that's what, you know, I mean, this country was built on strong women. That's why countries where they don't let women have any rights never become superpowers for just that reason. Anyway. We better start doing our job and training the job. Anyway, so that was the, well, but then the story gets even sadder, because then now John F. Kennedy Jr. grows up. His movie stars aren't as good looking as this guy, or brilliant, and I can't remember where he went to college. I think he had a hard time passing the bar. He didn't end up being a lawyer, because that's kind of their family legacy. And that's why I think that's why when James wanted to go into politics, I begged him to become a lawyer, and that would just be one more lawyer friend first. But oh no, he wouldn't do it. And then marries this sort of kind of high maintenance, maybe socialite type girl, and fights with her all the time, and sometimes publicly, and then gets in an airplane to fly from New York, their house, to wherever it is they live, and the plane went down to the bottom of the ocean. The They went to the bottom of the ocean and never found, or they did find him. That was the end.
Yeah, what year did that happen? Remember?
It's been a long time ago. I mean, it's 16, 15, 16, 17 years ago. I mean, the same year Princess Diana died, I think. Maybe not, around the same time. Anyway, alright girl, that was my, thing I wanted to tell you. That I was, never want to see the Zapruder film again. Stacey's at home saying, who cares?